Welcome to Whispered Wisdom, where every story hides a secret and every secret leaves you thinking. Today's tale is about time, priorities, and a mysterious old man with a jar that changed everything. In a quiet village nestled between emerald hills and winding rivers lived a young man named Aaron. Aaron had everything: health, energy, ambition. But there was one thing he never seemed to have: enough time. He rushed from task to task, chasing success, multitasking every moment, and burning out faster than the candles on his work desk. One morning, overwhelmed and exhausted, he wandered into the village outskirts and stumbled upon an old man sitting by a tree. He had a long white beard, eyes full of stories, and beside him, a large empty jar. The old man smiled and said, "You look like someone who could use some clarity." Without waiting for a reply, he picked up a sack of big rocks and began placing them into the jar, one by one until it was full. Then he asked Aaron, "Is the jar full?" Aaron nodded. "Yes, completely." The old man chuckled and pulled out a bag of pebbles. He poured them into the jar, shaking it gently. The pebbles slid into the spaces between the rocks. "Now, is it full?" Aaron, curious now, said, "I suppose so." The man smiled again and took out a container of sand. He poured it in, letting the grains fill the gaps between pebbles. "And now?" Aaron grinned. "Definitely full." But the old man wasn't done. He reached for a jug of water and poured it in slowly. It soaked into the sand until the jar overflowed. "Now it's full," he said, his eyes twinkling. The old man looked at Aaron and said, "This jar is your life. The big rocks are the most important things: your health, your family, your passions, your peace. The pebbles are the other things that matter: your job, your house, your responsibilities. The sand is everything else: social media, gossip, distractions. And the water? The noise you didn't even notice soaking up your time." He leaned in. "If you fill the jar with sand or water first, there's no room for the rocks. But if you take care of the big things first, there's always room for the rest." Aaron sat in silence, the lesson settling into his soul like the sand in the jar. He realized something he'd forgotten in the noise of his busy life. That time isn't something we have, it's something we make. And with that, he walked back to the village, not with more hours, but with better clarity on how to use the ones he already had. What are the big rocks in your life? Are you protecting your time or letting the noise fill your jar? Remember, time is passing with every breath, and it is the most important thing. It's only we who can decide what to fill our life with. What are our priorities? If this story stirred something in you, share it with someone who might need it. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and join us next time on Whispered Wisdom, where the softest stories whisper the loudest truths.